Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 15th episode of the third season of Shingeki no Kyojin, or Attack on Titan. Now, last episode, yeah, we actually broke out our Thunder Spears, I believe they called them. They either called them that or Lightning Spears, I don't remember which, but it was one of them, so I'm right, sort of. But yeah, we use it on Reiner because he's got this strong armor that we gotta break through, and, although Aaron's wrestling moves are a great way to do that, we can do better, so the other members that could not turn into fighting titans, they feel like a little bit useless against that armor, so this kind of remedied that solution. That's kind of what humanity does. They make fancy gadgets to deal with problems that they were not, evolved in order to do without the fancy gadgets. So that's where we're at, and I actually seem to do a pretty good job. Before we were a cliffhanger, we were got in a pretty good position where we could actually maybe do some real damage to Reiner, maybe kill him if I remember correctly. So yeah, let's get into it and see how that goes. So 3, 2, 1, play. I mean, obviously we're gonna get the Colossal Titan at some point. I mean, he appears right there at the very beginning. Like, there's obviously the statement in for the best opportunity, at the best timing for it. Clearly, could you imagine just, like casually camping on the wall? It's such a great view, I wouldn't want to sleep up there. You can just like sit there, look as far as you can see. Maybe see a Titans walking around in the distance, the dumb kind. Uh, uh. There we go. Descent. I hope we mean descent into the basement and not descent into madness. That's where my hopes lie right now. Eren, you carried that boulder like forever ago. What are you doing with it? That's a smart move. Let's keep the Titans away from the Titan doing the important job. Or maybe he'll lead them. You don't know that. Very interesting seeing this from their perspective. Like, how dare they plug up the hole he worked so hard to make? Oh, somebody heard that. Oh, that's not good for them. We were just joking. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to talk away to that one. Marco. I mean, we know what happened to Marco, so I guess this kind of fills the gaps in that one. It's pretty messed up. Well, he either bought it or pretended to for his life's sake. And considering the sweat, I think I can guess which. But yeah, that was. I mean, that just. Yeah, he's pretty much. He's got this. Okay, yeah, here we go. I mean, we already knew how this was gonna end. We know what happened to Marco in the end. Not how he got there, but the end result. Yeah, Marco. Man. What happened if Jean finds out about this? If I remember correctly, he was the one that was the most bothered by Marco's death. It's been a while since I watched the first season, but I do kind of remember that. But little did he know, Andy was in on this too. So poor Marco, man, so tragic. Marco literally did nothing wrong. Uh, yeah, why does she have to? She just got involved in this like 5 seconds ago. To save a comrade? Evil race. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I mean, we're right here. Interesting looking Titan. Yeah, poor Marco. Gonna be left to die. Why, Annie? Why? Answer the question. Leaving your comrades to die is what makes you a warrior? Okay. Uh, not cool, Annie. It's not cool. They're in a hurry to run from their guilt. And guilt runs pretty quickly, so they have to get a head start. Not really a lot of time for talking, unfortunately. Uh, Marco, you will be remembered as a hero. And now, if I was in that situation, and I knew I was gonna die regardless, I would at least try to punch the Titan a couple times. I know it wouldn't do anything, but I feel like I contributed. Uh, yeah, at this point, I think we saw just goes to showcase his mental states, which we got, heard about that during the whole treat trip. Oh yeah, that lie that Armin said. Still on that rock. Annie-chan. Has anybody ever called her that before? No mistaking that. She is in their custody. How much is true? What about the agreements? Could you please tell me about it? Uh, okay, he was talking about fighting. I was hoping that's what he meant. And that is, well, I knew the coordinate part. I was hoping it was something more, something different. You still don't really know what their endgame plan is, which is kind of what I want to know. Still a lot we don't know. What was that voice? It 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 talks, and they were right by the scouts. That voice just Yeah, I'm by. Well then, no kidding. But you're a Titan. I'm sure that burn will heal quickly enough. Well, that was kind of rude. Let's go hide in the wall. Now we'll see where Berthold's hid, maybe. Separate positions. The only guess I could come up with is still the box, but I don't think that's what it is anymore. Greatest ability. I never thought you reliable. Is that proper grammar? I'm actually not sure. I don't think there's gonna be a happy ending after after. I don't think there's gonna be a happy ending on that front. But you know, uh, first, I do want to see Ymir. What happened with her? Where is she? They really went their separate ways on each side of the wall. So you gotta transform. Yeah, those look like holes that like in a box for carrying an animal. So the only guess I have is the box on the Scout Titan's back. But yeah, finally back to the thing we cliffhangered on. You know, 10 minutes later. It's a little bit too late to gloat. Too early to gloat. I wanna. Okay, well. Yeah, of course. Well, he was our friend. More or less, sort of. Not everyone could be so happy about you as you. But I doubt he's actually dead. And I figure Bertha would make a move before they came to that. Not really. He just became big and strong and started beating us up. Yeah, because they have spies. We don't. Well, I mean, if Aaron got powerful enough, he might be able to pull people out of their necks. That's probably not good. Aaron, quickly punch him. Oh, well. Was it? Yeah, I think that was probably summoning some dumb titans. Okay, well, confirmation he's in the box. Or in a barrel. I guess. Okay, then. Okay, he's in the barrel. I was close. I was also right about Thunder Spears. It was my first guess. But yeah, that's one way to get Berthold into the fight. Just toss him over the wall in a barrel. You know, why not? Yeah, you know, the Colossal Titan in that little barrel. Might want to do something about that quickly. Dark liquid. I know that's what it was called before, but I just imagined it was coffee or something. Yeah, might want to get out of the way. I mean, we can't really do anything to stop the barrel. Realistically. Uh, there's Ryder. Yeah, Reiner's been kind of, you know, injured. Okay, jumped out of the barrel. He does look a little bit injured, but, he'll probably be fine. Just put a bandage on it. You know? Okay, that's what I thought. I was starting to lose hope, but well, hope's not the right word. He should die since he's the enemy, but you know what I mean. Well, they had their Thunder Spear, so stop smoking. Well, I guess we got to our safe distance and we're... Yeah, lucky. I think it's more lucky than the Colossal Titan flying above you. Army's command, it just sounds so funny to say that. But yeah, let's go! Okay, I guess we gotta try. But I don't see that working. Bertolt, stop being bad, okay? I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish, but Armin's a smart cookie. Step its shadow over some dark liquid. That doesn't seem like a fair trade at all. All we want is you to die, it's no big deal. That's really not negotiable. Why do they need to die? I don't understand that part. It said Bokuda. Bokuda, one or two. It really is. Oh. Pulling that card back out. Wow. Well, you know, that's not true. He just doesn't believe it. Well, if you put down your sword... I think that was the idea. Maybe. You can't prove that. I mean, yeah, you can't really fight the Colossal Titan. You can run from him pretty easily, but you can't really fight him. I've been found out. The shaking blade certainly doesn't help. A good question, actually. I do kind of remember that. That was sad. In fact, this is all really sad now that it's starting to really hit me now. Just how sad this whole thing is. I mean, some of you are pretty bad, to be fair, but... Could you at least elaborate on that? Like, the reason... Oh, Mikasa! Man, she can be oh, wow, the ear flew off. Anyway, she can be terrifying sometimes. But yeah. Mikasa failed to kill them before, so... Wow, that... Man, that got intense quickly. Oof, Mikasa, you're so cool. Yeah, that's why he didn't do it before. But... That's just a scary thought. Yeah, he does... He doesn't seem to have grown a bit. Let's finish him off. Yeah, he wasn't like that before. Uh, did anybody flip this bad boy over? That is pretty weird. I guess that's a good attitude to have, question mark. Well, I need to know your reasoning before I can determine your wrongness, but... Oh man, this is just beautiful shot. Well, he may have given up on that. Yep, here we go. Although, flipping over might have also been the reason for that. And here we go. Yeah, this town's dead. Good thing the basement's underground, otherwise I'd probably be wrecked too. Okay, wow, yeah, this is just straight up destruction. Like a borderline nuke just being dropped. Not exactly a transformation you can miss. Good to be a Titan when something like that happens. Well, of course Mikasa's fine. Who do you think she is? Well, that's not good. But yeah, some people definitely were close. Here he is. Like Titan taller than the wall. Oh god, that looks so good. So yeah. Watch out for falling rocks. Yeah, oh god, this is bad. Yeah, what do we do now? I don't see where we go from here. Armin, what do we do? Okay. What? uh, just casually tossing flaming buildings over the wall. That's a tall order. But I guess if we have to, we have to. Come on, Armin, you gotta give orders. Levi. Wasn't Levi giving orders to kill a Beast Titan, if I remember correctly? Beast Titan hasn't done a lot for most of this fight. Just there was like a rock initially and a barrel. But I guess that was important to do. Because he got birthed into the fight when he needed to be, and not any sooner. Wow, okay, yeah. Things are definitely not looking good. Why must you yell at Potato Girl? Why? You know, just showing these little, not clips, all these screenshots of previous events in regards to our characters, you know. It's specifically this part of the story, it's just pretty sad because, yeah, they used to all be friends and stuff back then, and now Vanny, Reiner, and Berthold all reveal themselves to be the enemy that wants them all literally dead. And think they're justified in doing so. Now we're fighting each other and killing each other and destroying towns. It's things that went downhill as far as the whole group dynamic goes, I would say. Yeah. You will just keep throwing stuff around. Okay. That was the 15th episode of the third season of Attack on Titan. And yeah, started off actually with some flashbacks showing the initial Eren being a Titan and helping humanity with it. Like the first time he ever really did that was the carrying the boulder to Wall Maria, I think it was. I want to say it was. And I've kind of thought of that before. Like, hey, why did Reiner and them not make any move about that? Wasn't that a problem? And they clearly talked about that, but decided, I guess, not to directly stop that from happening. And Marco, he kind of complicated things because he actually overheard the Colossal Titan and Farmer Titan casually talking about, hey, yeah, they're plugging up the wall that we made. Isn't that pretty rude? Like, yeah, that is pretty rude. I mean, we worked hard on that hole. Who do they think that they are? And he heard all that. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Do I have something in my ear? Wait, what? We're just joking, haha. We gotta have some levity in this, situation. And then Marco, being the smart guy he is, tried to play it off on his own end, being like, "Oh yeah, well, there's no time for jokes. Well, I gotta go. Bye." And then just left. Of course, he played it more cool than that, but yeah, he made sure to get out of there pretty quickly. And then, as he was flying off, he was putting the last pieces of the puzzle together in his head, being like, "Okay, yeah, maybe I should tell someone about this." I don't know if he actually said that exactly, but I'm sure if he had time to, he would have told somebody what he'd heard. Even if he thought there was a chance of it being a joke, he would probably still tell someone about it, just because there's a chance that it wasn't. But he's a smart cookie. He knew that it wasn't a joke. It would just yeah. There's very little reason to assume that was a joke. It didn't come across as one. It sounded like one. It wasn't the time or place for a joke. I mean, really, that was a bad attempt on their part to play that off. Really. So yeah, they had to track him down and basically take his ODM gear and leave him for dead. That's pretty much what it was. And obviously we knew Marco died a long time ago, and some people took that roughly. Like Jean, I'm almost sure we had some scenes of Jean taking that death pretty roughly. I think he was the one that found Marco, dead. So yeah, there was definitely time dedicated to that back in season 1. So it makes sense if they were planning on bringing that back up at this point, because that was pretty important. Yeah, that really showcased Reiner, his loyalty, but also the one part that we did see back then was him saying something like, why is Marco being eaten? I mean, we saw that. We didn't really have much context for that back then. It was just all you could really do is take it as like, well, I mean, this is a rough situation. He's seeing his friend die. He's having trouble coping with that. That's kind of what you could think in that situation, but nothing beyond that. But now that you get to see that same line of dialogue from Reiner in a whole new context with a lot of new information and perspective, you realize that no, that line is actually supposed to showcase his very mixed up mentality, his conflict from being a soldier and a warrior and all that, and the stuff we got into when they kidnapped Eren and Ymir, in the tree, that sort of thing that we talked about. That was supposed to kind of show that, so that's pretty cool that we got into that. And what did we? Oh yeah, they even wrapped Annie into that. She's actually the one that took his ODM gear. So yeah, I do wonder if Jean will find out about all that, because that could be interesting. I mean, Jean's already not a big fan of Reiner and kind of trying to be happy for killing him. So if he knew about those specifics, and Reiner is still technically alive even after all that. Although I guess he's like I don't know. I think they were trying to imply that he was like his brain was still alive, but he couldn't really do much in this state, like a Titan power way of barely staying alive, kind of like what happened with when they initially got Reiner out of the wall and Levi attacked him, and he was like, "Gah, stupid Titan power," and then Reiner hit the ground hard, and then eventually got back out. It might be some sort of extension of that we're talking about here, because it just showed like a glowing brain and little sparkles around the skeleton. So I don't know. I think it's something like that. Some kind of last resort Titan power to barely keep himself alive. So that's that. But yeah, things definitely got worse when you had the Beast Titan just grab the barrel and go whoosh, and then Reiner Bertholdt just goes flying in the barrel. And for a while, I thought Bertholdt was in the box, but no, he was in the barrel. So I'll give myself half credit for guessing that. But so that makes more sense though, because that way he can just kind of toss him where he needs to be in the fight, and then you know, because Titans are a very magical thing where you can go from being pretty light to being much more heavy, you know, in an instant. So just throw them when they're light, and then when you're where you need to be, boom, you're a big boy and just break everything around you. And that's pretty much what Berthold did. We had some attempts at negotiating between Armin and Berthold, although they didn't seem to go particularly well. Berthold has some pretty interesting lines about, hey, well, negotiating and talking, you say, well, if you all agree to die, I'll talk. Just like, really, Reiner, really, Berthold, I don't, no, that's not okay. And he just talks about these unnegotiable things like humanity dying and all that. Just, no, that's not on the table. That's kind of a deal breaker for any agreement we could come to. So, yeah, I still don't know why they want humanity and the walls dead so badly. Like, what do they ever do to them? Like, unless humanity is like still making Titans secretly, I don't see why they would want them dead. Like, I don't know. There's still a lot I haven't quite pieced together in my head in regards to the overall plot of the show. I mean, we know that humans obviously become Titans, sure, but is there logic if we kill all the humans, no more Titans? Because the human Titans come from humans, so if we kill all the humans, then if we kill all the humans, then we can just finish off all the Titans, and there won't be any more Titans. I don't really know what the logic here is. I don't see what killing off humanity, how that benefits them. That's kind of what I'm struggling to see. But maybe we'll find out eventually. But just Berthold's just surprisingly, you know, secretive about that. I don't know why. I mean, there were a couple parts in the episode that I should probably rewatch at some point, because there might have been some hints layered in there that I didn't quite pick up on, like reading between the lines type thing. But on the surface, I did not get it really why they want humanity dead so badly. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, right now we have the Colossal Titan all transformed, just breaking stuff, throwing fiery buildings over the wall in a very, you know, chibi fashion. So apparently our battle of attrition's not a good plan, and we had to take it out now with what we got, and it's just not a good situation at all. It was cool seeing Mikasa fight Berthold, though, in his human form. It's like something coming from behind him to try to kill him, so that was pretty cool. Didn't work, but it was cool. So yeah, just situation's pretty bad. I don't know where we go from here, and I'll find out next week, so see you then, maybe. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.